Hello my angels, welcome back or welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to do your own DIY headshots. I know that my camera quality is sucky right now. I literally broke my camera or it broke itself. Either one, I don't have a camera right now. So with that conclusion, that means vlogging and video recording on my phone. So in today's video, like I said, I will be doing the DIY headshots on my iPhone. These are some that I have made recently, and then I'm gonna be taking some with you guys today. So I will be showing those at the end and everything, and showing you guys how you can do the exact same thing. Even though I'm filming this on my phone, hopefully this comes out good, I don't know. But I just want to make a good quality video for you guys. So with that being said, the first thing I need to do is get ready for the photos. So when you get ready for headshots, it doesn't take a lot to get ready for headshots, because most of it is just makeup and most of it is editing the post and editing the photo. So you don't really have to look that glammed up. But I do recommend you wearing solid colors in your headshots. So like, say you go for more of the like bad girl teenager vibe, black, pinks work a lot. But if you can do that with like a leather jacket or with like a denim jacket with black, like that works a lot. Also turtlenecks and straight hair work a lot for the mean girl look. I do recommend that. I just hit them. Anyway, I do recommend that for the mean girl look. But I am going to be going for today, I will be going for like just the teenage look, just period. For me, this works amazing with my look and my hair and everything. So basically, I'm going to be putting these earrings on and then I'm going to be doing makeup. So if you guys want to see the simplicity of the makeup I'm doing, I will show you guys that. It's not really like, I genuinely don't do much. Like, it's all fitting in this little bitty baggie. Like, it all fits in this baggie because I don't want to do as much. I also don't wear falsies when I'm taking headshots, just because I feel like I don't need to, unless I'm going for the older look, and I don't really want my headshots to show me looking older. So the earrings are in, and now we already look 2 times more youthful. No, just kidding. But the earrings are in. So when I'm doing makeup, I try to stay away from anything that makes me look like it's just going overboard. Okay, so now I have on like the most boring outfit, because you're not gonna see my pants at all or my shoes when I'm gonna go outside to go find the location. So I'm gonna show you guys. You probably need a tripod of some sort, or like something to hold books on or whatever. This cost me like $20 on Amazon, and then it came with an iPhone thing, so that was very conventional. And then a clicker of some sort. This is like $5, $6. So I found a location. This is near this pool, but this park bench is what I want to use to sit down on. So I'm gonna set up my camera, and then I'm going to video record on, you know, how I take the photos and everything. And then after that, we're gonna pick another location, because I think I want 2 for this outfit. So the app I've been using to take the actual photos is Lightroom, and this is where I actually like just take the photos, because these give you raw images, which are DNG images or DNE, one of those that your iPhone camera does not give you. As you can see, it's like overexposed. You can edit that in Lightroom, and yes, this is free. I know some people are going to ask. Yes, Lightroom is free, and I'm basically taking all the photos here so that I can edit them, and they can be these bigger raw files. And I didn't even know that's how it works, but I'm going to be taking some more. As you can see, all of my settings are on auto, so that's where I think you should keep all your settings, unless you are in a building, you can see yourself, you can monitor yourself on like your computer or something. But if not, if you're outside, keep it on auto, because it kind of knows exactly where you're at. But yeah, DNG, you want to keep it on that file. So as you can see, more overexposed photos that I'm going to edit and do all the good stuff too. I believe I take some more photos, so yeah. I'm pretty sure you guys can see my outfit, hair, and makeup started working for the scenery, so I am definitely just going to take those pics. I think I'm gonna take some pics on this paveway because I like the way that looks in the background, and then that's probably gonna be it for this outfit and angles, just because I feel like I don't need to do another outfit because I already took multiple yesterday. Okay, yeah, so this is me taking those photos again in that DNE raw format. I believe this wasn't the right positioning for me because I had shadows on my face and things like that. I wanted to get some pictures of me like above me, but I started to realize it really wasn't gonna work over in this section, which was fine. I just decided to use a different section of pictures because this just wasn't it. As you can see, I don't even like the overexposure. So now we get into editing. I'm going through all of my pictures that I took on Lightroom, and all of them are super duper overexposed, and I'm just going in, taking down the exposure to see if that's the type of photo I want to use, just see what area I like the most. As you can see, I seen all the shadows in that area and I was like, no. So I believe I took the photos from around the barbecue pit, and when I took those, I just took one of the photos, I believe, and flipped it, because immediately I know myself when I'm like in pictures or whatever, my face always flips and I don't know why. So I just went in and inverted myself. And when you invert yourself, you want to crop. If you invert yourself, I cropped myself down to give myself the headshot look. And in headshots, I want to make sure my head is at the top of the headshot, because it kind of makes your head be the center of attention and just the center of the situation. And I like that a lot when taking headshots. So that was the first thing I wanted to do. And then I went in with the exposure and stuff like that. And this is honestly all up to you when you start doing like this processing. I went through a lot of things. I changed a lot, and then I went back and changed more. But in headshots, you don't want to look too yellow, or you don't want to look too blue, and you don't want to look too light or too dark. So like, you want to really find that medium. As you can see, I was trying to find that medium the entire time, especially when it comes to tinting and just all that good stuff. This app, Lightroom, I praise it, because now I think I'm going to be taking so many photographer like photos on this app. And this app plus Facetune is what I use. I do not recommend Facetune on a day-to-day basis. You do not need to use Facetune on regular photos that you're like uploading to Instagram or whatever. That's unnecessary. But this worked a lot for these photos, because you want to make yourself look like you're like popping out like crazy. So this is exactly what I did. I'm still going in and changing a few things, like the exposure and stuff like that. And as you can see, the more I change, the more it's like, wow. Like, and every photo is going to be different. So do not hold yourself to make every photo look exactly the same, because you're gonna be tired. But as you can see, the pixels are amazing on these photos, and that's exactly how I get the photographer like photo finish, by taking those raw photos and then just doing it up. Because right here is where you could stop. Like, you have to add blur and all that, but when it comes to like your face, I believe my face is like popping so much. So this is where I would stop when it comes to my face, but like the background is where I would want to do blur and stuff like that and just change it up a little bit. But this is where I kind of ended it off in this section. I believe this photo especially came out something special. Even though I had a wrinkle on my shirt, I did have a slight wrinkle, but as you can see, my face and the pixels look amazing. So I think I take it over to Facetune. The photo itself was flipped. When you finish, it like flips itself, so I went to flip it. Then I took it over to Facetune, and in Facetune, this is just where I do like the very, very meticulous things like shining and blurring out the background. I think the first thing I did was blur out the background or shine. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So I go in and I detail my eyes first, because everything lies within the eyes when you have headshots, I believe. And I do this cool trick with my eyes. So I think I'm going to show you guys in this one, I believe. Hopefully I do, because it's a way to make your eyes pop besides detail, because I do detail like my lips and all that stuff. And then I go in and I blur like the corners of my lips, just because, as you can see, I'm blurring the corners just because it makes it look more detailed around everywhere else. And then I go in and I detail like my earring and my hair and just the curls, so when I blur, my curls can still pop out. It's actually a really cool, decent trick that I learned to do when I started doing these headshots. I cannot believe we've been a long way taking these headshots. So I go in and then I just blur. I feel like I'm just talking to talk. But right now what I'm doing is blurring, I believe, the background or not. I blurred some of my shirt, as you can see, because it was so wrinkled, and I was like, it works. So I blurred some of the shirt off and blurred the background out, and then yeah, I just keep going from there. I just want to show you guys the trick I use when it comes to eyeing, so I'm gonna let you guys watch this. Okay, so here's where I get into like my super duper detailed things, which is the eye trick I use. So I go in and I do a white tint, and then I take it throughout my eyes, and immediately you can see the pop. And I also dial it down. I go in back with the eraser and I kind of dab the eraser on, so as you can see, it just doesn't do too much because there's already a lot of light in my eyes. But when you see that, I just detail a lot of areas. I detail my nose, but then I take it down because I didn't like the way it looked. That was the first time I even tried that. And then the eye corners, I started detailing with a little bit of white, and this took me a long time because my two eye corners are totally different. I didn't even realize, just in general. So I kept looking at it and I was like, there's something off. But yeah, this was a bit of a process. As you can see, I keep going back because I really don't know why they look so different. But yeah, that's pretty much what I do. That was the eye trick I wanted to show you guys because that immediately changes the whole dynamic of the post, changes the whole dynamic of the headshot, and you look completely different. And then I believe after I take this out of Facetune, I go back into the Apple store. I go back into my photos, and then the last thing I do is just edit the picture in my photo. So I go up and down with exposures and just things like that because Apple has really good iPhone, you know, editing tools. So that's exactly what I kind of focus on lastly. And then girly girl, we got the post, you know, we doing the dang thing. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I love you guys so much, and I hope I helped a lot of you guys because I know how hard it is, and I know how expensive it is to take headshots. So I hope this really helps. I love you guys so much. Bye.